In all of my like 10 plus years of using Pinterest to drive traffic to my blog, I have never seen a drop in traffic like I have over the last few months. And I know exactly why this is happening. So this video is to learn about your guys' experience. I'm going to share mine. If you've been following me, I really look at this channel as more of a blogging community where we can just talk. I respond to every single one of the comments. So this is to share my experience. I'll end with what I'm doing to kind of fight the problems that I'm having on Pinterest and a different platform that I've been using and seeing some success with. It's been slow, but I will not just vent about the problems. I want to offer solutions for you guys at the end. It is super crazy to me that Pinterest used to be like 75% of my blog traffic, and now it's like below 25%. Right now, when I go into my feed, it is at least 75% ads or AI content. And I want to just stop here and make it really, really clear that I am not against using AI. In fact, there's some niches where you could probably get away with like using it 100% for your photos and your content. For example, like if you're doing a post on like 5 cute ways to decorate your office in a boho theme or something like that, then of course, like you can use AI to generate images that fit like that post that you're writing. Right now, I'm in the recipe niche and I fully believe in testing my recipe before I post it. That's just me. I just feel like it's more ethical. I could not imagine sharing a recipe that I had not tested myself. People, spend their time and money on ingredients. And to me, that's just really important. And since that's what I share a lot of, that's what's a lot on my feed. And it's crazy to me how many sites are popping up that are just pumping out, AI recipes with fake photos and I don't know, recipes that they probably created with, an AI tool. But not only is that part just a little weird to me and not really ethical, like I said, you then just click over to the site and it is full of ads. It's so covered with ads that you can't even see the content underneath. So that's what I'm talking about when I say bad AI sites, spammy AI content. That's what I'm referring to. Again, I really want to stress that I am not against AI. It has helped so much, but I just think there is good use of AI versus bad. And right now, the Pinterest platform is being flooded with bad, spammy AI sites. Now, not only is there all of this new AI content just flooding the platform, but there are so many ads that it's just clear Pinterest is all about making money right now. I really genuinely do not feel like they care about the user experience or the creator's experience. It's crazy to me. Like I'll see an ad or I'll see a video or a pin of someone making a recipe and you click over to it and it takes you to some like ad that has nothing to do with what the pin was about. I don't feel like it used to be this bad before. I know that every platform needs to run ads to make money. I get that. But it feels like right now Pinterest has zero control of the quality of ads and the quality of content going onto the platform. For me as a creator, it is just getting harder and harder to stand out when all of these sites are popping up, just flooding the platform. They can pump out so much content because they're not really doing anything. They're just using a tool to make it. And again, let me stress, there's some niches where great, you can do that and that's not really a problem. But again, the ones that are just there to flood the platform, to get you to click over to some really spammy ad covered site, it's killing the real creators. It's drowning out our content. And I know for a fact, it's part of why I'm getting less traffic to my blog. If you followed me for a minute, I kind of disappeared and I was really excited. I was working on all these videos for like Pinterest for beginners, excited to share, just what's worked for me over the years, and just share all the knowledge I have of this platform. But I am so frustrated with it that it just doesn't feel right to like point people to this platform right now. I really, really hope that they get a handle on it and develop some better tools and reporting that helps them weed out all of this like spammy content. If you feel the same way, then there's a few things that you can do that I've been doing. I actually started leaving some comments on their Instagram posts on the Pinterest account and the Pinterest creator account. And it's pretty crazy. As soon as I went over to to those posts, there are so many other comments from people with this same experience, just being extremely frustrated with the platform right now. I didn't get anything from when I left a comment, but I tried sending them a direct message, and they actually responded. And it seemed like the person was thoughtful. They were going to take my suggestions to, people higher up over there. But I would encourage you to do that. I think that the more people they hear from, then maybe the more they'll do to kind of get a hold on this. I personally think that they have a whole list of reasons why you can report a pin, but none of those reasons include being a spammy AI site. There's no option for that. It doesn't seem like they have really any quality controls for these sites right now. So it's something I recommended to them. Maybe you guys can do the same. Either way, try venting your frustration to them through a direct message on Instagram that, again, surprisingly got a response. Another way I'm trying to make my voice heard is by going to the Apple Store or wherever, if you have Android, whatever place you download the app, and going and rating it 1 star and leaving a review of my feedback and what I'm frustrated with and what I think that the platform can be doing differently. I am also not putting any extra effort into this platform right now. Kind of going back to what I was doing in the beginning, I make 1 pin per post right now. I was going up to I was starting to do more pins per post. I really thought, okay, let's try what everyone else says. The more you do, the more traffic you might get, but it did nothing for me. If anything, my numbers have just been going down since then. So I'm back to spending very little time. I make 1 pin per post, and then I go pin that to about 5 boards at the same time. A couple of mine, my personal ones that are the most relevant, and then to a few group boards. I have a whole strategy there that I've made videos on, so I'll try to link those in the description here. But my advice would be to maybe not spend as much time on this platform right now, because that's another way of showing the people over there, the people at Pinterest, that we're frustrated. Kind of the less time we spend on it, the better, because that will be another signal to them that, everyone is just frustrated with it. Now, one place that I've been experimenting with, I tried this a while ago, and it was a little too time consuming, but I am back at trying Lemon8. So it's very much like Pinterest. The only downfall is it's not as good like Pinterest was about letting people click out to your blog post or to your website. It's more like Instagram and TikTok where you can put a link in your profile. However, there's a little way I kind of have been going around this. Everything else, aside from that one thing, is very similar to Pinterest. It's very visual based. If you are in any of the same niches like recipe, fashion, lifestyle, I already said fashion. Go check it out. You'll kind of see what niches are over there. But even if you don't see yours, I would still experiment, because it's just like Pinterest. If you can make a visually appealing pin or something with some text that will get people interested, then I think you have a chance of getting people to get over to your website. So for me, I'm trying to make them very similar to my pins on Pinterest. I'm trying to make my images of the recipes look really appealing with some keywords that get people, excited. And then in the description, I just put a short, in the caption, I just put a short description of the recipe. And what I'm doing, if you copy your link, the link to your post, and put it in the comments, then the users can actually just hold down that comment, hit copy, and then paste it into their browser. So I'm just adding a little note in my caption, just letting people know that they can do this to go directly to the link. And my traffic source on Google Analytics for direct traffic has been going up. And I believe this traffic, the people clicking, copying and pasting my link from Lemon8 would go into this bucket. So it's worth a shot. Those numbers are going up not quite as fast as the Pinterest numbers are going down. It's a little bit scary. It's another reason why I haven't been really focused on YouTube videos, because I have been just kind of freaking out on the traffic decline on my website, and just been trying to really try different things and put some more effort into Lemon8, posting just more recipes more often. So I encourage you guys to just experiment with other things. Back when I started the blog, I didn't just focus on Pinterest. I also, at the same time, was just trying to really learn SEO and how to rank with Google. And thank goodness, whatever I'm doing there is working. Again, I have another video with my SEO strategy I'll put in the description here. But just diversify. Basically, don't put all of your eggs in the Pinterest bucket anymore. I don't know where this platform is headed right now. It is not going a good direction. And no matter what, it's just always good to diversify your traffic sources if possible. Another major change for me that happened over the last couple months is I moved from Mediavine as my ad network to Raptive, which a big thank you to you guys because I had never heard of Raptive before. One of you left a comment on one of my previous videos about them, and I am giving them a shot. It looks like there's a chance I might make some more money with them. I'm going to give it a couple months and then I will update you guys on how it's going with Raptive and how it compares to Mediavine. So that's exciting. Just another reason though I haven't been able to make these YouTube videos, but please let me know in the comments what your experience with Pinterest has been. Let us know in the comments if there's any other platforms that you're having success with as far as driving traffic to your blog. I'd love to hear from all of you. I will respond to everybody, and hopefully we can just learn from each other in the comments and fight this Pinterest battle together, and just hopefully it'll get back to what it used to be. If you're not already, I hope you subscribe. I don't make these videos often, but when I do, I try to make them just super informative and helpful and offer solutions and just building up this little blogging community that's been so amazing to me. I hope I can be just as helpful to you guys. Thank you so much.